Good morning, everyone. My name is Andre. I work in a Charterhouse school as a senior sous chef, and I would like you to introduce you to our very favorite dish and walk you through the recipe. It's called the Charterhouse lamb pasty. It's very popular with staff as well as pupils, our boys and girls and teachers, and basically everyone loves it. So I'll run you through the ingredients first. So as we mentioned, it's a lamb pasty, so we're going to use some minced lamb, some diced onions, some celery, fresh garlic, and actually we've got a lovely beautiful herb garden just outside the kitchen. So all these herbs, there's a lemon thyme and rosemary, I just picked about 10 minutes ago outside. Some diced potatoes, some beef, lamb stock, salt and pepper, and some tomato paste, and that is literally all the ingredients you'll need to make these. So shall we start? We'll start with browning the lamb. So obviously you need to heat the pan with some oil in it. You can hear that sizzling already. We need to make sure the lamb is browned off, and we need to get as much fat out of this meat as possible. Once that is done, we'll drain the fat and we'll add our onions and along with celery, garlic and fresh herbs. Okay guys, so this is probably the most difficult bit you have to do, and it's lift the pan up and drain some of the fat of the meat to make it a bit healthier. We'll return the meat back in the pan. Give it a quick stir. And now, next step, we'll add our onions, garlic, celery and fresh herbs. And it's a shame you can't smell it because that smells amazing. So this next step, we'll put in some tomato puree. Now the thing with the tomato puree, you have to do this in steps, because unless you cook it off properly, you might have a little bit of a bitter taste. So make sure this step you'll get it right, not like me with this tea towel, and give it a good 10 minutes on a high heat, stirring constantly because it will be catching, just to cook that paste off a little bit. The whole mix will have probably about this color. Now the next step, we'll add in our peeled and diced potatoes. I'm quite lucky today because normally we need to make about 600 of these. I don't think I'll be doing that on my own, do you? Excellent, just give it a quick stir, and the next step would be our stock. Add stock gradually, don't just tip it all in, because that stock will be disappearing as the mix is cooking off, and that way it gives you control, because this mix you can't make it really wet, otherwise it'll be quite difficult to make the actually pasty. Okay, we'll be moving onto the last stage of the pasties. As we said, we need to do a little test. I don't think it needs any salt actually. This is one of the things I like to season food towards the end, especially when using stocks, because stocks, they contain quite a lot of seasoning already. And if I would have put salt in there, just out of a habit, it would have been too salty. So just a little bit of pepper. And our mix is cooked. Now, the next stage would be, we need to cool this mix down, because you can't put it hot onto the pastry, it will melt it. So what I've done, this is the mix which I've cooked earlier and it's been cooled down. And now I'll show you how to actually make the pasties themselves. It might be a little bit tricky. It took me a while to get used to it, because I never actually made these before I started working here. Bought in puff pastry, there's nothing wrong with that. None of us have hours and hours spare to be making our own pastry in these days. And then you just pile your mix onto one half of the pastry. Now this is the bit you want to see. You'll grab your pastry, pat it down, grab the top end, fold it over, and make sure that you will press it down to kind of create this shape. And then you just start twisting the pastry like this. It's not difficult, but it's not as easy as it looks. All it is just a practice, but I'm sure if you'll try it and cook it, you'll find that it was worth it. After I will finish these eventually, all we need to do is just make sure you'll crack an egg, whisk it a little bit till it's fluffy, and correct, it'll be for the egg wash to cover the pastry. There's two reasons for that. The first one is, as I mentioned, the little holes in a pastry, it'll seal it. And the second, it'll give the pastry really nice color and shine when it comes out of the oven. So we'll tray them up. Give them a wash all over. Last one. Excellent. Last stage, you preheat your oven to 190 degrees and cook them for about 20 to 22 minutes. Soon as the pastry looks nice and brown, you take them out and we probe them. We need to reach a certain temperature to comply with the law. So that's how we know that they are cooked. Okay, 20 minutes up, as you can hear it as well. And now we'll just take them out. Now, are you ready for these? They look fantastic. As I said, we have to make sure that it's safe for you to eat. We need to take the temperatures. and I am very happy with that. The last stage, we deliver them to the customer. Voila, pasty is done. The pasties are ready. It's a shame you're not around to share them with us, but please do try this recipe. It is worth it. Send us some comments, videos, pictures to catering, share them with us, and we can't wait to have you back.